Hey everybody! Welcome back to more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Can't remember exactly what number stream it is, and I've been running a little low on spoons due to having to add heat to all my normal stuff I do, especially at work. Basically, to figure out how hot it is where I'm at work, you take the temperature it is outside and you add. I've heard you add 20 degrees, which inside the actual trailers might be true, but you add to it. So yeah. And here we had a heat advisory for the beginning part of this week. So yay! That was not fun. Thankfully we're out of it now, but it's not that much cooler. It was in the 90s today. Well, before it rained. It was really feeling nice and cool, like, while it was raining. So hopefully it makes it cool off for a while. Hopefully. Cross all our fingers. Oh, and let me know if you can't hear anything, because... yeah. But let's go back in. Not hearing the game yet? Okay, can you now? You are supposed to, but that might mean I just have to do that. Okay, now can you hear the game? Okay, alright, we're all good then. Go back into Turnabout Samurai. I also couldn't remember what it was called, but I remember the one guy is accused of killing his co-star. Okay. October 18th, District Court, courtroom number 4. I have a family member with a birthday that day. That I have a lot of family members. I literally have like 20 cousins. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer, Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. Yeah, you sure about that? Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. He is familiar. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. Explain with the guide map here. Ooh, map. Oh yeah, we already have that. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. Yes, including the dressing room. The actors did a run-through of their action scene during the morning here. Okay. I was kind of thinking it was in the studio, but okay. Employee area, that works. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios is here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. Use the right words! All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? I don't think we need to. There's really nothing we can disagree with on there. And although, according to the pictures, I think the security lady was there before 1, watching the walkthrough. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Judge, you're supposed to remain neutral. Yep. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. That question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? I forgot they called her Old Bag. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Girl! Your name! It's not that hard! Your name, please? Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. We need your name. Like the name your parents gave you. Or since you got a ring, your married name if you change your name at marriage. Your name, please! Seems Azworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Or his witnesses to say their names. Yeah. He gets witnesses that are really full of themselves. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Okay. Her name is actually Oldbag. My God. These people. They could have at least called her Oldberg instead of Oldbag. So, call me Grandma. So, yeah, and of course she talks very, very fast. There was one kept this called me Oldbag while I described it. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Drifted through the wind, wanting to start again. Is that the actual lyric? Although I can't place that song right now, but I kind of recognize it. Objection sustained. Okay. Witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? Ah, see, I knew this song. Baby, you're a firework. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. Sure is one hell of an old bag. Okay. The day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Okay, that is very true. Not doubting that, just doubting whether or not that's when she arrived at the studio. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through there since the morning. I, well, had some errands to run that morning. Would one of your errands be watching the run through? Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers. Man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. You saw the defendant then, Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to be pushing, because right now I don't have any evidence to say that there's anything wrong. Slick is that. Arrived at the guard station at 1. No reason to press that. Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through there since the morning. Don't see a reason to press that. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. What were your errands? What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know. See? I knew that was her in the background. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job! I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watched Hammer's run-throughs. Always! Never missed one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. It was at the main gate from then until 5. Did you leave at any point? So you were watching there the whole time, no breaks, not even a second. Oh, of course, I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, Whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday. I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Yes, but can you watch it and go to the bathroom at the same time? Snipper Whapper! Oh, that's a new one. Snipper Whapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? The witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time very well. What did you see? Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2. That's 2? You're sure? Sure as spit! Who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. No, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers. The man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. How do you know it was him? So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Time to pull out the secret weapon. Say it again, it was him. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. How do you know it was Powers? That's what I said. Your chance. So what is our secret weapon? Probably that photo that we're not supposed to have. Okay. Probably because, is that actually him? But I don't have a way to show it right now. No, I didn't. I want unescape. I'll say it again. It was him. It was Powers. The man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. Okay, let's try to see if I can spin it here. Yes, I can! Let me get this straight, old bag. Oh. No, my mic is like maxed out, I believe. Yeah, my main mic is maxed out. I can't turn it up anymore. So, sorry. Okay, straight. For Ms. Old. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? That I can definitely do. Okay, game turned down a little. But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Ms. Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No? Anyone can plainly see that it's somebody dressed in that costume. No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder? True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Ms. Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. Yeah. You should have trouble calling her that. How do you not have proof that the person in this photo... However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? Yeah, that's not a good sign! Prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you! Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow. Old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Okay. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. Okay. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Okay. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? It's not clear he's dragging his leg. So he had to sprain his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Have to be hiding something. Press until she squeals. Never say anything. Don't mean, mind you. Okay, I don't see a reason. Still, pictures don't show movement all too well. No, they don't. Could be regular walking, or it could be somebody pretending to drag their leg. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Yeah! That's how you fix a sprained ankle. You kiss it. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Which prop? He broke a prop? Sure did! His own samurai spear! The samurai spear. The murder weapon. Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. Yeah! Your response. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about being held together with duct tape. Better write this down in the court record. So you're updated in the... Okay. Now it does. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. How do you know that? Is Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? No, not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Bust the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot? Okay. Think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is... Where is this steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. I'm willing to bet it's in Studio 2. Because you don't have to go past the camera or the guard to get there from Studio 1. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes? And it's clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. Suppose that's right. You're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. Defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. You have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? They have nothing even suggesting otherwise, so yeah. The person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers, but there's another photo. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite sure, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Why did you particularly say suspicious looking? Is that so you can say, oh, somebody did go by, but they didn't look suspicious, so I didn't see them and feel like you're not lying? No, they're suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before one? Right, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? Witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Even Edgeworth don't like that. Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30. Okay, let's just check. Been drinking one leg. Card key. Map. Time of death, yeah, 2:30. Okay. First I saw it go by studio was Powers. Okay, already pressed on that. No one else went there. Pressed there. If they had, I would have seen them. Not if they went from Studio A to Studio B. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh, really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Oops, that didn't go so well. Okay, that I would have seen them. Does this particularly say? Oh yeah, photo number 2. Oh yes, I needed to use that. I've seen them. Yeah, but I need to start over. Convenient. For you to look forward to, perhaps. Time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30. First I saw as well Powers. Okay, is this where I show the picture? Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. Photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Cerise, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by there, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, you might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please, tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went by the studio that day. But there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? Ahem? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. She a mean old lady! Whippersnapper! Something the matter, Ms. Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. Throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Ms. Oldbag, that is the first we've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. It's a turn of the unexpected, but I kinda expected this. Yeah. Today, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Go through the old photos, record on security camera, and check them. Throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Oh, but they should still be on the computer if you throw it out. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Well, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Ms. Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy? Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. Leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that day you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. I saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a Steel Samurai, dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Possible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. And that makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. I know if we're getting vital information this time. Alright. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Interesting. Let's hear who you have in mind. However, beware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse somebody who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. What if the stakes weren't high enough? So who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? Okay. The assistant who was supposedly at the walkthrough. You know, I don't recall seeing her in the picture. And is not who is claimed to have been in the photo. The grade school boy, which apparently there was a pic. She claims there was a picture of. Or the security lady herself, who has a huge fangirl thing with the victim. Doesn't seem to be likely. I'm not sure, and I can only make so many wrong choices, is what I'm assuming with that little bar up top. Grade school boy probably couldn't lift it. The assistant girl is kind, but could have. If she was cleaning backdrops, she probably wasn't at the run-through in the employee area. She's probably in one of the studios. And you can get from one to the other without going past security. So for now, I'm gonna go with the assistant girl and hope I'm right. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in this picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was striking his foot. Wait. Oh, bad feeling time. Yeah, but if she was actually at the run-through, she would have known he hurt his foot and be able to fake it. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Yeah, I had forgotten that. The run-through. Oh, and what about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning the backdrops, I think? She didn't know about Powers' ankle. Oh yeah, that's right. Just knew nothing of his injury. I forgot about that. With that costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. Takes the legs off under. Yeah, it does. Okay. To penalize you as I warned. But it knows the trouble I've seen. Wait, isn't over yet. One more chance, please. Okay, so not the assistant. Has to be the... I forgot about the limp. The security lady definitely knew about the injury. I could fake it. It would paint it, know where he went with this costume. He said basically anybody could get in. So. In grade school boy, the fair couldn't handle the spear. So I think we have to go with the security lady. Security lady. Who? The samurai is dragging his leg in this picture, which means whoever is in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they have been watching the action scene run through. There's only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady. Old bag. What? Whippersnapper? Order, order. Is this true, Old Bag? Old Bag! That's Ms. Old Bag to you. Miss Old Bag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She had briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. But then how would she get back? So why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby! That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth? Does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? Prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it. Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. That's my move. Yeah, let's press further. Don't give her a break. Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Ms. Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait, just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler. Though, as you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops! Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it to... Is it be nice to your kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. The proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? This has amended with duct tape. He would need a card key. He couldn't have gotten into the studio. That's right. The scene in the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? See. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Ms. Wendy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor? And the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay, successfully got suspicion onto somebody else. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Ms. Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. To talk about? By whom? Oh, you mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people on the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to be accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Ms. Oldbag? This is crucial information. Why'd you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. Yeah, sure. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay. Have to be pressing a lot here. Students wanted me to keep quiet about something. Is it really them? Who were told not to talk. That's right. By the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. Who? Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? You should have known something this was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? Yes, there was a Studio 2. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but yes. Said they had nothing to do with it, see? How can you be sure? Miss Oldbeg, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus, and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Guess there's no harm in seeing as much. Yeah, trying to get as much information as possible. Fight about something. Were some other people? Said they had nothing to do with it. So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. They were actually in the studio. Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. I'll kill this woman, I swear it. Sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Them? Who are these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. Director. Okay, I already did this one. Well, yes, I was surprised no one asked about it. These people, they're in Studio 2 trailer. These... Okay. Yeah, you're gonna show me on the map, because you've already gone through this. Yeah, I think we've gotten everything we can out of her. There were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbeg, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor, though you are not happy. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. This is all. The court is adjourned. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. It's right to ask you to defend me. Really, it's nothing. Or should I? Well, be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. You have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been the old Woodbag? Could have been. What do you think? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Alright, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, you guys. Okay. Definitely gonna have to save. Yeah. Okay. Hit the right button and it works better. Wright & Co. Law Offices. It's a day. It's no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? Guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. Agree with you. Studios. Okay, back to the main gate. No one's here. Now that they have old Bag in custody, because they don't have anyone else to replace her. In the guard station. Look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Okay. Anything here that would be worthy of entrance? Police officer on patrol out here. Red map. Yeah, right. Know where things are. Computer. Looks like it's been turned off for the day. Security guard station. Looks like junk food. There's a mountain of it at the desk in here. And the van. Studio van. Carry your own film equipment. Okay. That's not what I want. I want to move. Okay. Go to outside Studio 1. I don't think there's anything else. Right now there's no reason to go to the employee area. I want to go check out Studio 2. Hey Nick, looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path, with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today? Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Okay. Outside Studio 2. Okay. This is Studio 2? I thought so. Doesn't really look much like a studio, does it? No, that it does not. Hey, there's a trailer over there. Looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is a studio? Okay, closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. Yeah, don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Is the door locked? Nick, let's go inside. Think it's okay? Well, it's locked. Aw, shucks. Apparently can't see through windows. What's up with all this stuff? Like materials for making a movie set? Been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Okay. Anything about the flowers over here? Oh, there's something here. Some flowers here. So pretty. Taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Yeah, it's sharp. And the one is bent. Maybe he fell on that and they moved him and put the sword in. Because that one is bent. How am I supposed to be able to point out that it's bent? It's like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Yeah, and it won't even let me go, hey, this is... I ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place. I don't know. Just feels odd. Yeah. It's right here, girl. That's what seems out of place. Incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. They could have burned the costume. That's why they can't find it, potentially. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Okay, what's with that van? Light van for moving staff and equipment around. Kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it run fine. Let's go for a drive. No, my... Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have to have a driver's license. But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? Okay. Guess the silence is 2. Big 2. Because this is Studio 2. Probably, but doesn't look anything like a studio. Okay, I think I need to go back to Studio 1. So it'll be like, hey, let me... Or Studio Mask. You'd probably need a crane to move that thing. Yeah. Just a bench. Okay. I don't think there's anything out here. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it's a murder scene. I want to go someplace else, Nick. This is the big thing here is outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. That's why the head part looks like a helmet. Effective spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. So must have... How do I get it so that you'll let me go, hey, this thing is suspicious? It's the chair the director sits in. Got a live megaphone. I'm in trouble. That's somebody's lunchbox. Oh no, that's like a light thing. Okay, not seeing what I expected to there. Let's go back to the employee area. Okay, guess I have to go via the main gate. Assistant girl. Hey. WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. I mean, that one? Mess? Yeah. Oh, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah. But you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure those things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. Yep, freckles. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Ms. Oldbag. Right. See you later then. Good luck with your investigation. Okay. Half-finished backdrop. It's like a castle. Probably Neo-Old Tokyo castle. Yeah, I don't remember. That was like 2 weeks. No clues here. So, the fanboy they were talking about at the trial today. He came in through that drain? So it seems. Guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick, that drain's covered. The boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. Feel kind of sorry for him though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Oh. Yeah, there might be something hidden in there. It's just made to be broken. Yeah, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes? Yeah, there. That should make the kids happy. The things we do. Drain grate is off. I know who did it. Let's be able to come in again. Okay. It's like one of those electric car bikes. Bought these, and what's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Yeah. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Okay. Forklift. Still have the other day's food. The other day's lunch. Probably too shocked to clean up. Okay, Q to slide. Somebody's laundry. Window. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. It's normal. Looking some theme songs or something. Popcorn. Look. Samurai soda. Okay, garage. First room's not locked. But we did take that car key. You borrowed that. There's a difference. Hey. Dressing room. Taylor, Car says at least. You're sleeping, so I hadn't been sleeping. Killer was plenty to do then. Yeah, where the costume was. Suits among the costumes here. Ours is personal clothes. Here it's okay. Markets, tabloids. Kinda shocked. Was alone. Wolfmen found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue. Okay. Array of cosmetics. I think was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie. Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. Kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. Okay. Couch that's been slept on. Not catching anything new here. Okay. Is she at the... Yes. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Okay. Studios. How are the police wandering around everywhere? It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't cleaned up from our lunch plates from the day of the murder. Need those plates with steak bones left over? Where? Yeah. Can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. Heard something at the trial today. Said that the director and producer were here on the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? More than the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer. Okay. Samurai spear. Yeah, let's see if she knows anything about that. You work with the props, right? About the murder weapon. The samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. You'd have to be pretty strong to use it as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Okay. Not really sure what that is, sorry. Yeah, I was kind of... See if she knows anything about that. Did you take a look at this? It's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? Okay! Backs up that she doesn't know about the sprained ankle. What is this anyway? She didn't know about the photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. Okay. See if I need to... He'll tell me anything. October. Even earlier. Oh, got lucky to tell the truth. Say that again. That's not. Well, WP. Do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. Can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. The security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around? The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. That's nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off in the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big. Oh, I see. Sad as she, huh? You weren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. Okay. Okay, sign Studio 1. Studio 2. It's deserted. Nick, what was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. Not sure we should be barging in. Oh, it's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. What are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Okay. I can... Okay. Security guard station. See the computer that runs security cameras? Oh, please don't touch anything in there. Security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. Key to that trailer. Maybe next time. What do you mean, maybe next time? How am I gonna get that key? Because that's gotta be where the key is. Can't talk to her at all. Could I potentially show her something? Card key. Autopsy. Let's try that. Not really sure what that is, sorry. Look. Let's try card key. They gave a lawyer one of the card keys? Oh, I'm sort of borrowing it. I see. Better be careful not to lose that. You're very strict about those card keys here. They're pretty good about keeping these out of outsiders' hands. Thanks, I'll be careful. Okay. Okay, how do we get her to move so we can see the key? Nothing there. 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 Definitely not going to be something to do with his sign, I'm pretty sure. Sign on the restroom door. Okay. Let's try going back to Studio 2. Hide Studio 1. Move. Yeah, Studio 2. Okay, slide over here. Trailer door. It's locked. He is probably in the security guard station. They let us borrow it. Okay, I am definitely not figuring something out. Okay, I need that key so I can get in there. But in order to get the key, I gotta get the assistant to leave the guard station. How do I get her to leave the guard station? Hey Jupiter, feel free to look that up for me. Inside Studio 1. I got some benches, that mascot that's broken along with a tree. Maybe it's Studio 1? Okay. Possibly have. Wait, nope. Nope. Okay, that's equipment. Just backdrop. I was expecting not to do something else that I did not do. Like the lighting board. Can't slide. Okay, nothing in here that's... Maybe it's the ladder. Ladder. Okay, yeah, definitely not the ladder. It's giving me the same thing as before. Yes, I can. If I don't overdo it. Look. Yeah, outside Studio 2. Got the incinerator, which I've already looked at. Before, yeah. Big 2. Because it's Studio 2. Doesn't look anything like a studio. Unless there's another 2 someplace. I examined the 2. Okay. Okay, the things. You know, this stuff? Got those. Just a bunch of stuff. Used to like make scenes. Flower bed door. Plates. Vehicle incinerator. The 2. Yeah, I checked all of that stuff. Yes. Close inspection of the trailer. The flowers. Yeah, it's checked. I checked it. Employee area. Okay. Oh, main gate. It's like, no, not what I wanted. I wanted to select move. Okay, employee area. I checked most stuff here, so a lot of it is giving me the same stuff as last time. The biggest new thing is the grate, which you already checked. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, most the stuff here is mostly the same as last time. And did a quick through in his dressing room and. Okay, with Penny, you need to talk about the studios, the fanboy, and the director. Yep, did that. Then I went back to Studio 2. Heard something. Looks like it came from inside the trailer. Need to get her a dressing room. Talk. Okay. Didn't think there'd be somebody in the dressing room. What the fuck? Who are those? Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever. I can't read how this person talks. 14M3ers? Lamers? How can you not know the great salmonella? You're salmonella. That's not good. I make okay. I make is he just did he just simply mistype the there? Well, 33T. Okay, Leet shows the Steel Samurai mine. Read RTFC. Read the film credits. I read the Elite shows. 4 equals... Really? You're the salmonella? I'm so sorry. You looked so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine. Rolling on the floor laughing. What is it? You know, on closer inspection? Yeah, hot slobber. Hey, you said that's... You do a lot of cosplay? Because that costume... Roxors? Roxors. I don't know what Roxors means. Roxors? What? Hey, you're drooling. Okay. Huh. LOL. Buffer overrun pant. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. Yeah, it's been a while. The sequel to The Steel Samurai. Pink Princess, warrior of ye old Tokyo. Who the hell? Says. You're on the floor laughing my ass off. Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be little old Tokyo? Why can't I have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Hiya, you really need to talk about cool? Okay. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Well, I know who you dudes are. That security lady told you about us, eh? Do you know who you are? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. Heck, I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah. Suckers. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does suckers mean? No idea? Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon until after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30. He's telling the truth. That meaning gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary though. Sweats. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. Had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah. We were together from noon to 4 the whole time. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also, you production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Okay. Okay, let's open that. I try not to pay much attention to things that don't interest me. Well, why are you staring at me like that? This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right. The director would know all about the injury. He was there. Okay, let's see what he has to say about that. I try not to pay much attention to things that don't interest me. Okay. Don't think there's anything else here. Unless something in here has changed. Snacks. Okay, her third stomach. Oh, I ate them. Oh, they were past their expiration date anyway. She's biting her lip and staring at me with tears welling in her eyes. What's going on? Always have mirrors. Yes. Okay, nothing there. He hasn't made the bed. Like someone was sleeping here. What? He opens window much. Yeah. Dirty outside. Okay, looks like I checked everything here. Okay. Did everything I could with him. She's still at the main gate. Old bag! You again? Eek! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Well, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare Steel Samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. That would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. Sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. My God. About that kid you saw? See him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. Sure. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder. I see him again, I'm taking him down! Nick. Yeah. Do not move. Security guard station. Hey, no touching! I better investigate there later. Okay, still can't get that key. I need that key. Unless for some reason it's opened up with to employee area. Hey, kid! Hey, wait. He came in right through that drain. Hey, Kiddio, what's your name, sport? Not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. But you are a kid? What a rude little brat. There's no way to talk to an adult. Don't see no adults here. Hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked into my... She's pretty smart and pretty mad. I'm Cody. Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddio again, and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai. How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side. Ha 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 ha. You can't fool me. Okay, and what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Ha, easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, Kiddio. Watch it. What are they doing? So you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always... The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. What? Wait. Let me go! He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped onto it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Read sleeping pills. Okay, so that may be why he was sleepy. Somebody slipped him some sleeping pills. Or he intentionally took sleeping pills. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything? Okay. Where's that old windbag? Out of her to leave her post. Hey. Nick! That was her! Stop! Whippersnapper! Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch! Oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Nick, now's our chance. Check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh. This is it, Nick. The trailer key. Key to that trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Trailer key into pocket. Okay. I'll go back to Studio 2. Okay, Studio 2. Slide over here. Okay. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great. Let's go, Nick. Okay. You first, Nick. Not that eager. Trailer. Okay, so you go to trailer. Got the Singing Samurai, Samurai Summer, Dynamite Samurai. I'm guessing those two posters that are covered up are other samurai movies. Hi. Do you know smoking's bad for you? Eek. Someone's in here? Names. Oh, we're names? We're WP's lawyers and, I see. And who might you? D. Vasquez, the producer. Vasquez. She's quite beautiful. Start by talking to her. Wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder? Ms. Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. A script? The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Can we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. You really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai? Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Don't get mad at me. What the director? Sal Manila, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. Looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird? Starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manuela, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright. We'll give it to him if we see him. Bring me the script for episode 13. Okay. Might as well examine stuff here. The whiteboard. They were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. Got some figures for how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Okay. Poster. Old movie poster. Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet? No, that won't be what Samurai Summer is. Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. It's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. Typical summer romance. The samurai on a horse. Dynamite Samurai. Old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Okay. Won't tell us anything about those two. The window. Glass is frosted. It's far into October. The dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. The folding chairs. It's where they had that meeting. Documents and paper cups scattered around. What's in the trash? Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. The crumpled documents could be clues. Hey. What's this green thing? Nothing okay. Okay, I gotta go find the director again. 51. Main gate. Wait area. He was in the dressing room. He's still there. Yes. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Okay, bring me the script for episode 13? Episode 13? Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh, my ass is pwned if I don't find it. Nick, it might be quicker to just look at all the places where he's likely to have been. Okay. You know anything about the sleeping pills though? Try not to paint. Nope. Okay. Now where to find that script? You likely could have been here. Although the chances of you putting it here are slim. Still checking. I don't think so. Okay, employee area. Examine here. Did you get the memo? Yep, got the memo. Showed it to the director. Now trying to figure out where he was to get this and put the script. Look everywhere he may have been. The grate that used to be cover the drain. It's a little bent. Don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Okay. Drain where the fanboy came in. Didn't waste any time coming in either. Talk about cause and effect. Yep, showed it to him. Now I'm looking for the script. Don't think it's here because I'm not getting any new things. Yeah, I showed it to. Okay. We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick. Okay. Got the ladder. Did he leave it in his chair? Look, it's the chair. Yes, I know it is. Director? Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere? Found it, Nick. The script. Okay. Now to bring that back to the lady. Studio 2. To the trailer. Hit the right button. You found it. Your script. Ah. Script. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Yeah, totally understand. Can't process language in multiple forms at the same time. You have to pay attention to one or the other. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Why do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are? Powers as lawyers? Right? Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder. Yes. Anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon? Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? That's their automatically go to... Come on. Did I accidentally... I think I accidentally clicked something. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked. Saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? That monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. Thing. It fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unlocked. Capice? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Oh, but couldn't they have climbed over the broken tree? Or gone around some other way without taking the path? Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio 1. But it's true. The crane came just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait. What if the head fell over after 2:30. Then you could have gone to Studio 1. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15. That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 until after 4. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Unless he died in Studio 2 at 2:30 and then was moved to Studio 1. Like a little after 4 when you finally cleared the path. And he just wasn't found until 5. What? Or found by somebody else, that is. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. Sure doesn't look good. Help us and plan our strategy. You still won't let me notice that that thing is bent. Okay. Okay, main gate.
Darker shame. Thank you for all the joy.
Okay, they said to go back to the office and plan. Okay, now we're fresh out of clues. This alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. They're looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Got one lead. Mia, it's you? What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh, wait. I guess that means we're really in trouble? I'd say so. What did you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course. I saw him. I saw everything. But no way am I telling you, losers. I don't know. He didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. Sure, you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. The boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. Okay. Back to the studios. She's out of breath. Whippersnapper! Chasing that boy this whole time? Would I catch him? I had him catch him. I got a hostage now, Whippersnapper. A hostage? What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat. My, what a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now. My heart, I don't feel so good. She okay? Before I go, I'd like to visit the place where the poor Hammer died. Right. Saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What is this about a hostage? Oh. Boy was running away. He dropped this and ran. He'll come back huff huff for this one. Kinda hard to understand with all that huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave him that. Good idea. No! I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? trade. Wonder. What could I potentially trade? Oh, yes! I'll give you back your key! Soul bag. I'm borrowing this just so you know. Oh, okay, Huff. Just be sure to, Huff, give it back, Huff. Not demanding when she's exhausted. Okay. Maybe... Hey, that's a card, Huff. Studio 1. Right, a card key to Studio 1. Huff, Puff, I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit Huff. He died. Whew. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Ms. Oldbag? Studio 1 isn't my turf. Huff, Huff. You'll let me borrow it then? If I give her the card key, I won't be able to get to Studio 1. Yeah, I don't think we really have any reason to go to Studio 1. Should you let her borrow it, Phoenix? Guess it can't hurt. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. Figure it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. May have a use for this. Okay. Steel Samurai. Right. I'm off. Okay. Hey you, wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. Lock the door! There, he's back. How did she... Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia. Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo, and I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Steel Samurai is so cool. I think he's the bomb? Ha! How would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai? Okay, watch that attitude. You really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Okay, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid. So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know nothing. A little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? Cody, this look familiar? Hey, my UR! UR? Huh? UR, you know, ultra rare? That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this, if you help me. But that's my card! By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card. I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble? If you want to trade, find me a really rare card. Really rare? I mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Yeah, legendary. Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up you sure are dumb. Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Okay. Where would I find cards? No, he possibly have some in his bag? Oh, that's what I wanted. Examine. I want to see if Powers has any cards in his bag, potentially. If the thing will scooch over for me. Mr. Powers' bag. Phoenix, it's not polite to look through other people's belongings. Okay, don't look. Yep, that's the UR thing. Okay, so not in his bag. Array of cosmetics. Samurai Boogie Woogie? You're even lamer than I thought. Oh, the trail. Does everybody let me know about the show? Gotta make sure I do this in. Okay. Studio 1. Studio 2. It'd be nice if they had it, like, something else. Oh, hi. Hello. What brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Does the, girl with you? Doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope. She's the same as always. Same as always. Okay. Whatever you say. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fists back at the guard station. Posters in the wall here of Hammer? Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studios. But his popularity had been waning recently, right? That's true. And again, after what happened... After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Now you have to tell me what happened with Hammer. I'm sorry. Probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh. I get the feeling something's being covered up here. See if you know anything about these. Do you know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. A complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Huh. Wait. Wait. That's it! That's the card I need! You don't know how long I've been looking for it! I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you. Please trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card. Trade me a... Huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please? Phoenix? Can't you see she's desperate? What's everybody getting so excited about? I'll trade. Okay. Really? So thanks. Then this is for you. Yahoo! And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Now I could give the kid the card he wants. Yeah, it does. Oh, is he still in the dressing room? Oh, main gate. Okay. Play area. See this card? Yeah, so wait! That's it. That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. That was definitely... Come on, give it to me, please! You gotta give it to me! Oh, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay. How about a trade? You're on! I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards. I want information. Huh? You sure? Fine by me. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If you know something that could help us, we have him take the stand tomorrow. So you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool! I guess you're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Me? Yeah, I, love the Steel Samurai. So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. He's the hero, so his kind nature? Right. I really like his, kind nature. What a guy. Totally. He looks so tough, but inside he's as gentle as a kitten. Yeah. So, what else do you like about him? Don't tell me I have to keep this act up. So, tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel... Yeah, his fighting skills. Something. Like when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah. Wizam! The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Check this out. It's my fan album. Samurai Scrap. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out. My new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady! I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with the digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you. To Glory, you see. The people always give you stuff to Mia. So you were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Oh, I might get some useful information out of him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back, so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kinda lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear. Just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast. I got scared. I went home after that. I see. Must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. If you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy's here, a key witness. And he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You've got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Wah! That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. Now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. Be continued. Ooh. Yes, save. Okay, and it's like 10:30. So, should be calling it for the night. Okay.